Welcome back to this Lenten devotional series based on Mark's Gospel. For day 39, we'll read Mark 15, 1 through 5. And as soon as it was morning, the chief priests held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council. And they bound Jesus and led him away and delivered him over to Pilate. And Pilate asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" And he answered him, "You have said so." And the chief priests accused him of many things. And Pilate again asked him, "Have you no answer to make? See how many charges they bring against you." But Jesus made no further answer, so that Pilate was amazed. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Palestine was not exactly a plum assignment for any Roman official. It was a long ways from Rome, and the people there could be very difficult. Pilate had been there about 7 years by then, and he had a lot of his own stories about why Palestine was not exactly to be coveted. For example, most of the time Pilate lived in Caesarea over at the coast, but during religious festivals like that week's Passover, he would come to Jerusalem knowing that he would likely have to head off some trouble. That's why he was there that week. And the trouble to be headed off that day started at daybreak, which was the customary time for Roman officials to hold trials like this one. And for Pilate, avoiding trouble, like a potential riot, was much higher on his priority list than seeking justice. Pilate began by questioning Jesus about the charges the religious leaders leveled against him. And he led with this question, "You are king of the Jews?" It works in the Greek like it does in English. The ordinary phrasing would be, "Are you the king of the Jews?" But when you move "you" up front, "You are the king of the Jews," it makes for a sardonic tone, as in, "You, this pitiful man I'm seeing in chains and all roughed up, you are the king of the Jews?" I think Pilate was probably trying to goad these religious leaders he despised, as in, "This is your king?" Jesus ignored the tone and answered with simplicity, not so much with clarity. He said, "You've said so," which neither affirmed nor denied in response to Pilate's question. Maybe it was because Jesus knew that what Pilate meant by king and what he meant by king were miles apart. And so "you've said" provided an answer without really giving an answer. Other than that, Jesus was silent. This surprised Pilate because the accusations against Jesus were flying, dangerous accusations. But Jesus was clearly not threatened. He felt no need to defend himself, and Pilate had never seen that before. But in that setting full of agitated people, religious leaders seething with hatred, a restless crowd, and Pilate himself anxiously trying to avoid a riot, Jesus was the one person there that morning who was perfectly serene, so much so that Pilate was amazed. There was something about Jesus that Pilate couldn't miss, even if he couldn't fully describe it. But he was amazed. Now, we have been called to bring the good news of this King of the Jews to the world. And in so doing, the biggest thing we have going for us is Jesus himself. He is more eloquent in silence than we ever are in speaking. He is more secure in himself and what God is doing than we have ever been in our whole lives. Be the opposition political or cultural or religious, know this: we have Jesus as our main asset. Pilate was right. He is amazing. Here are a couple of questions to ponder as you look back over these verses. What is it about Jesus that even those who don't know him personally seem to find amazing? What about him amazes you? Because Pilate is in the presence of Jesus, some things about him become apparent. What are they? And how about with you? What in you becomes apparent today as you're in his presence? God bless you.